Hello children, we are going to start UPSC exam preparation. In UPSC exam for NDA, you have two papers. One will check your mathematical ability and another paper will check your general ability in science, social science and English. So the first paper, which is mathematics, that will be for 300 marks, but a general ability test is for 600 marks. Out of 600, 200 is allotted for English, science 200 and social science current affairs that carries 200. So totally general ability test is for 600 marks. Let us become familiar with syllabus of English for GAT examination. Every year questions appear on synonyms and antonyms. What are synonyms? Synonyms are words which have similar meanings. So you have to find out the word which is the closest in meaning to the word given. And in every exam we find at least 4 to 5 examples of synonyms. The question pattern is of MCQs, so multiple choice questions. So you will be given words which are very close to the meaning of the word given, and sometimes they'll give opposite words too. So you have to find out the word which is closest in meaning to the word given there. So similar in meaning. The next question that appears is of antonyms, opposite words. So you have to find out the word which is opposite to the word given there. This question also you will find that there will be 4 to 5 examples appearing in almost every examination. And in order to prepare for synonyms and antonyms, you have to collect a list of the words. So synonyms as well as antonyms, list of important words if you have, and every day if you learn 5 synonyms and 5 antonyms, within 2 months you will have good vocabulary. You must have powerful vocabulary. And remember, the words that appear in the examination are all important words which are used in official correspondence or official communication. The words that appear in newspapers, those are also very important. So if you are familiar with those words and every day you go on learning words, definitely you will be able to do well in vocabulary test of synonyms and antonyms. Then comes the comprehension of passages. Sometimes 3 passages or 4 passages will be given there. Short passages will be there, and you have to understand those passages. And on the basis of the understanding of those passages, you have to attempt the questions. Spotting the errors. Very important question this one. You have to find out where the errors are. Spotting the errors. So whether there are grammatical errors or there are errors in different aspects, that's what you have to find out there. And spotting the errors is an important question which appears quite often in UPSC NDA examination. Rearranging of sentences or words. So how you can arrange words, that is easier for you. So grammatically correct sentence how you can write, that is what is in the case of rearrangement of words. So you have to find out the right structure. At first you will have a subject, then you will have a verb, then object. Then sentences. They will be given sentences and logical arrangement of those sentences you have to make. Logical progression of those sentences, that is what is very important when you are rearranging the sentences. So once you understand them, then you have to think logically how the sentences can be arranged for meaningful passage. Then sentence improvement. There will be some grammatical errors. How can you further improve those sentences? This question comes very close to spotting the errors. So there will be an error, or you have to improve upon the sentence, whatever that is given there. Then cloze test is also an important test, which nowadays questions appear on cloze test. So this is the syllabus for English, and in subsequent classes we'll focus on each of these. So let us see the tips to improve your English. Remember that the English section plays a very vital role in every competitive examination, and you should be able to score well in English examination. If you score well in English, you'll become very confident. So we are going to see today very important tips to improve general English for competitive exams. These tips will definitely help you to score well in English examination. So remember that you have to build up your vocabulary, you have to do well in grammar. If you do that, definitely you'll be able to score well in English examination. So read the grammar book and improve upon the language wherever you get the opportunity. When you read the newspapers, or when you speak to your friends, or read novels, use all those opportunities. So now let us go to those tips to improve your English language. Now you have begun your preparation for competitive examination. The preparation of UPSC will help you preparation for all competitive examinations. So therefore, you have to read newspapers and books regularly. More and more you read newspapers, better your vocabulary becomes. And whenever you get stuck with any particular word, you refer dictionary, find out its meaning. So reading newspapers and books has several advantages. It's a foolproof method to improve your grammar, build vocabulary, and gain general awareness. Definitely it will help you even to discuss with your friends, and later on it will help you for SSB preparation, and you'll be able to do well in group discussion if you are reading the newspaper regularly. So make it a habit to read the newspaper regularly. So start reading newspapers now onwards. Candidates should carefully analyze the sentence formations and understand the application of English grammatical rules. They can also prepare notes and review them regularly. Remember that most of the questions that appear in English examination are on grammatical accuracy. There are questions on vocabulary, no doubt, but how grammatically correct sentence you can speak, how grammatically correct sentence you can write, you have to focus on that when you read the newspapers, and definitely it will improve your English language. They can also prepare notes and review them regularly. So prepare notes and review them. They can also note down the new words they come across in this process and learn their meanings later. So new words, whatever you are coming across, they are very important, whatever appear in the newspaper. Become familiar with those words, learn their meanings, refer the dictionary and learn their meanings. When you are appearing for the competitive examination, you must have powerful vocabulary. So you think over it how you can build your vocabulary power. A strong vocabulary always helps candidates ace the English section in competitive exams. They must learn at least one new word every day and use them in their daily conversations. Now here onwards, start learning at least 3 synonyms and 3 antonyms. And whenever you come across any new word in the newspaper, try to become familiar with that particular word. Flashcards can be used to memorize words easily. Nowadays, electronic flashcards are gaining popularity among aspirants. Several smartphone applications are also available for this purpose. So for vocabulary purpose, if you are using smartphone, definitely you can make use of any app related to vocabulary. So you can learn number of synonyms and antonyms when you use those vocabulary apps. These apps can be used to learn on the go. So wherever you are, you can learn. Whenever you are interested, you can learn new words. Possess sharp listening skills. If you are a good listener, definitely you will become a good speaker. So listening skill is an important skill. So if you listen sharply, then you will be able to speak well. One of the easiest ways to learn the structure of a language is to listen to their native speakers. So if you are watching news or listening to the radio, definitely it will improve your speaking ability. So listening carefully to English news or radio channels can help candidates improve their vocabulary, learn pronunciation and understand the semantics. Understand the semantics, understand the meanings of those words. When you are appearing for any examination, time management is very important. And remember that in the case of English section, you come across familiar words. So if you attempt English section well, then you will gain confidence in other sections too. Now when you are appearing for the GAT examination, at first in section A, you have got English section and section B is meant for social science and current affairs. So while attending the English section in any complex exam, candidates must manage their time and finish this section as soon as possible. If you have got stuck anywhere, maybe in the comprehension passage you have come across many difficult words, don't get stuck there. Whatever you know, first you attempt those questions. Whatever you don't know, you leave that and come back later when you attempt other questions. So this gives them an upper hand over others. So if you do well in English, you will gain a lot of confidence and definitely you will be able to do well in other examinations too. Questions on reading comprehension will appear every year. There will be at least 3 comprehension passages and you have to attempt questions on these comprehension passages. So it has got good weightage. Therefore, scoring well in an reading comprehension section is very important. So it will depend upon what? It will depend upon these factors. Comprehension. So understanding of the passage is very important. And if your vocabulary is very good, you'll be able to understand that passage very well. Reading speed of it. And remember, it will be arranged logically. You have to think logically. And if you have got good reading speed, definitely you'll be able to have a grasp of it better. Efficient analysis. Your mind should be analytical. You should be able to analyze all that whatever that is there. You should be able to grasp that, and on the basis of that you should be able to answer the questions. Repeated practice. So have repeated practice, then definitely you'll be able to attempt well in this section. Strong vocabulary. If you have got good vocabulary, definitely your understanding will be better. So questions on reasoning, inference, paraphrasing, vocabulary, fact verification, synonyms and antonyms are commonly included in the reading comprehension section. Candidates should understand the question clearly and avoid answering in haste. So you need not hurry up in the case of comprehension passage questions. You have to understand that comprehension passage well, and after that only you attempt that. Once you understand, you can wait for some time, you attempt other questions, then come back and write the correct answers for that. Excelling at error spotting. Spotting the errors, very important question. In every examination this question appears. And here, how good you are at grammar, it will decide all that. It will depend upon that, how good you are at grammar. And remember, it is not spoken language, it's a traditional grammar, which is very important. You can refer to Rain and Martin book to become familiar with rules of grammar. So most of the questions that fall under error spotting are based on subject-verb agreement. So it's a very confusing question quite often, and subject-tense agreement. So you have to find out which is a proper subject there. And which subject, like sometimes there will be two subjects. So verb will agree to the main subject. So verb will agree. So verb to whom it agrees, that is what you should be able to find out. So subject verb agreement and subject tense agreement, they are very important here. Candidates must practice previous year's question papers and take up mock tests in order to better their chances, because these are the questions which are confusing a lot, and therefore you must have enough practice. If you have got enough practice, then definitely you will be able to do well in this section. We hope these tips will help you as the English section in the upcoming competitive exams. Your grammar has to be good if you want to score well in English examination. So strengthen the basics of grammar and therefore refer Rain and Martin book. If you refer Rain and Martin grammar book, definitely you'll be able to do well in the UPSC English examination. So if you become familiar with many grammar rules, then definitely you can do well. So therefore you can practice previous year's question papers. Brush up the essentials of English grammar, such as subject-verb agreement, tenses, articles, noun, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection, pronoun, and degrees of comparison. So all these basics, try to brush up with all that. Just have a glance over the book. You already studied for many years. So if you just brush up, if you just revise that, then definitely you will be able to do it. Candidates can use English grammar books like Rain and Martin to read about English grammar guides and tests and practice repeatedly to form meaningful sentences. So traditional grammar is very important, and therefore you can refer to Rain and Martin book. Exercises on active and passive voice and different tenses can also be practiced. So you must practice on voices too, then different tenses. So what tense is used in particular part of sentence, that you should know, and then same tense will be followed in another part of sentence. They should learn all the grammar situations and practice them. They can take up writing tasks and use each mistake they commit as an opportunity to improve their grammar. So more and more practice you do, more and more mistakes you commit, you learn about that, and then you improve upon your grammar. The more they read and write, the better the improvement will be. Read the newspapers. Definitely it will help you to improve English language. and it will also improve your grammar.